Hello, my name's Kerry from The Bloke, and tonight I'm here with Alice, my able-bodied assistant, and we are going to try out some of the survival bars that you can easily get in New Zealand. In my article around this, you'll probably read a lot of my thoughts and ideas on it, but I thought for a bit of fun we'd just cut some open and try them. Alice has been keen all week to get into the big blocks.
Yep.
So the details about these different ones and all that sort of information is going to be on the article, all the RDI values and stuff off the back. Like you'll read in the article, I've kind of realised these are a pretty specialised sort of item. I don't think you'd want to live off them any amount of time. What one do you want to start with?
Let's try this Mainstage 3600.
Okay, so these ones, the 3600 and the Mayday 3600, in theory these are both 3 days worth of food for one person. I think that's 2 days worth of food and then a cherry flavoured New Millennium bar, which I'm quite intrigued by. So we'll start with that one. Good way to blunt a knife is with foil. There we go. At least you know it's air sealed. I've heard they will basically taste of lemon, these things.
Yeah, it smells sweet like lemon.
And go.
And we're into it.
I would suggest we don't eat all of them because in theory one of these is a meal and we've got quite a few to get through.
How long is it meant to last? One of these is meant to last a day, is it? Or...
Well, this is a meal.
Okay.
So this is breakfast, lunch or dinner.
Okay.
Lemon flavoured shortbread. Expiry date 2016, so they're relatively new. I have heard that the older they get, some of these do dry out more and more, but that's quite edible.
It's not too dry. It's not too crumbly. It's pretty solid. It's got quite a bit of a gritty texture, almost like a sort of baked sugar type of texture.
What I'm going to do tomorrow is probably take these to work and actually just see have one of these for breakfast, have one for lunch, and maybe have one for dinner and see if it's actually enough to keep you full. Because I have read that apparently they do, but I'll admit I get dubious that there would actually fill you for a couple of hours between breakfast and lunch by getting hunger pangs, but no.
Okay.
So, Mainstay 3600, definitely palatable. I'll keep that for dessert.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely palatable. The lemony taste isn't too overpowering. It's not too sweet. It's not too dry or savoury. It's
Well, the good thing is I was a little concerned they were just going to taste like a big mouthful of flavouring or something like that, like just a completely horribly artificial product. But here it is. See, that's why you're assisting, because I don't have my glasses on, so I'm blind. Well, at least in front of camera I can get these bags open. That would also be embarrassing.
That's right, you can just edit that out.
I could edit it out, yeah.
It's good to hear that when you do open it, you can hear the air entering into it. So it's definitely vacuum sealed, like you said. Let's have a smell of this one. What does this one smell like?
So in theory, this expires in June 2017.
Okay.
So they actually made this year because the other.
So this one doesn't taste like lemon. It tastes more bready, almost biscuity.
My other thing which I'd suggest if you do decide to buy these things is just check when the date of manufacture is on these, because I have heard people buying them and they've spent 4 or 5 years in storage because they don't necessarily sell a lot of them, which would make sense as well. This one is, it's a bit compared to this one, you can see it's a bit drier. Maybe not be able to see it. Or a little less buttery, oily, I guess.
Yeah, you can see like does that one have colouring in it? It's much yellower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does this one have colouring in it?
Well, I'm guaranteed they've all got colouring of some kind in it. Natural artificial flavors from something copper gluconate.
No, this one doesn't look like it's got any colouring in it.
I mean, they're all essentially flour, oil, flavourings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this smells much more wheaty.
I know the taste. I'm trying to remember what it is. I might remember it later. It's got less flavour. It's more neutral than those ones, so there's just less of a lemon flavour in it. But again, easy.
It tastes like a biscuit. It tastes almost like a piece of cake, like a
shortbread.
plain, like a bit of shortbread.
Which is probably what it nearly is. Essentially.
It's just like plain biscuits, so it's good.
Again, theoretically, for one person, that's 3 days worth of food in there. 3 days of sustenance.
Got natural and artificial flavours in it.
Well, it's got stuff in it that I can't pronounce, which is probably common with all of these, really. Again, I've heard worse things about them online. I think some of them where I've read up where people were just like, nah, that's borderline unedible. I wonder if they were already 4 years old already. And I would think that as they got older and got closer to their expiry date of 5 years, they may change a bit. Although theoretically they shouldn't, because they've been vacuum packed and sealed, which is, I think the vacuum pack and sealing, same as with like our vacuum sealer, I think a big part of the longevity of these things is the fact they've had all the oxygen pulled out from them, so they can't oxygenate, essentially.
So they maintain their flavour and their consistency.
Yeah. This one's, they've decided to put that in the middle, which is a slightly harder place to open it from, but...
So which one's this that we're looking at now?
So this one doesn't... This one almost doesn't have a name. It was... Oh my god, I'm starving. I'm going to die of starvation. I can't get the packet open. I wonder if that's just a production run that it just perfed like that at random spaces. Oh, that's just...
Put your knife through it. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this one's a bit different. All those other ones were essentially all packed in one big lot. This one, it looks like it has got individual packets.
Okay. So this is called,
Portion control.
This is called a
Survival Food Pack.
by Food Lab Incorporated.
All the links, all the details, and also where to buy these things will be on here as well.
Each packet contains 6 fortified food bars.
Which, size-wise, yeah, I guess about the same. They're just a bit flatter. Oh, we've got like weeks of food here. We're going to have to go shopping for ages. Woohoo!
Alright. What does this one smell like? This smells like sweet biscuit. It smells, you can really, hints of caramel and...
Traces of vanilla.
Okay, so this is a lot harder to bite into than the other two. The other two were quite soft compared to this.
Although when you say harder, we're talking a bit of shortbread again. We're not. It's not like what they used to call hardtack, where you're kind of trying to gnaw on the side of it. It's just like a dry biscuit. Yes.
Tastes more like caramel. A lot more sugar in it.
I think the thing is with any of these, you can certainly eat them, and you can certainly eat them for almost days on end. I think the biggest issue, you would just get bored pretty quickly. And for a lot of people, food is actually a comfort thing as much as it is a sustenance thing, especially if we're looking for 3 days or something like that. Yeah.
But I think,
On saying that, I have something similar to that with a coffee as a bit of shortbread and would quite enjoy it. So.
Yeah, that would go really well with a coffee actually. Or with a lemony biscuit, that would
so
go well.
the next thing we need to do is survive the coffee. That's going to be the bigger issue. So, which one's your favourite? It's got a slight aftertaste, that one.
That one over there.
Be feeding everyone at the warehouse tomorrow.
It's a tie between the lemon and the SOS Food Lab bar.
So, it's that one there. So the Mayday is the most lemony one. The Mainstay 3600 is that one in the middle, and that is the SOS bar.
Is it? No.
What?
No, Mayday is the biscuity one. Mainstay is the lemony one.
Well, I'm glad you were here then.
And Food Lab is the caramel one.
Caramel one.
So, yeah. But I like that this is a bit softer than that one. But yeah, like you say, after a couple of years in storage, that could change.
That would change. That's the most flavoured. That's to me the most neutral. That reminds me the most of a bit of shortbread.
But all of them are perfectly edible.
Which leaves us with the one with the exciting packaging. And I quite like cherry, but I'm also aware of cherry flavour can go completely wrong. Can go completely wrong if it tastes like it's horribly flavoured cherry, which is kind of my fear with this one. This is a little bit different. They don't necessarily call it a survival bar, but it's made by the same people who make these. So again, the content in here is essentially one bar is going to be one meal. No cholesterol. They're all low protein. That's definitely cherry. Reminds me of Dr. Pepper or cherry cola.
It's really strong and
That's
it's almost
cherry cola.
syrupy.
Yeah. Which is something I like about once every 5 years.
It looks like a biscuit bar.
Well, I'm just going to replace these. It's just like, you never know.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Full already?
A little bit, yeah, actually. It's hard to bite into.
It tastes like a mouthful of...
Tastes like artificial cherries.
Tastes like artificial cherries.
A little bit too heavy on it.
Well, I think it's the smell, because it's just almost like they've just put in the smell of cherries. It smells more like cherry than it tastes. And if anything, the consistency isn't as consistent as these. There's sort of bits of chunks and...
Yeah, it's quite hard in the centre and it's a little bit softer on the outside.
And the expiry on it again is 2016.
So I just put my tooth into quite a hard bit, and so if you've got a sensitive teeth, I wouldn't recommend it.
It's like marzipan.
My teeth aren't that sensitive, so.
No. What's the it's like a crisp. Yeah, it's just it tastes definitely got artificial flavouring. There's no cherry flavouring in there.